I've got this mattress set up. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to go with the foam mattress. My only question is whether I want it to go all the way across or whether I want it to take up the size of one seat in the middle part, and then that way I have more room back here in the back seat for storage. But either way, I have to cut it. So I think what I'm going to do is get this stuff out of here, pull this out, take the cover off, and wash it because it needs to be, measure the inside, and then cut it and see what makes the most sense. And then pull this out because it was not easy to get in, or not easy enough. So here's the situation. This thing is currently 55 or 56 inches, or 55.5 inches long, or wide rather. But out there, the narrowest part in the wheel well is 36 inches, 3 foot. So if I cut to that point, it will only be this wide. But I mean, that's still plenty of space for one person. The problem is, that doesn't leave me any storage room in the front and the back. But if I go through just that one seat, like I put one seat up and then the other seat in the middle part, keep that down, it's only 24 inches. Now that is not a lot of space, I think about it. I mean, it's doable, but it really is tight. I mean, even prison bunks were probably about that size, maybe a little bit bigger. So I think I would kind of like to do the 3 foot, but again, then I don't have a lot of room for storage. But what I might do is cut it even a little bit smaller than that, or cut it like that, but kind of angle it, like cut out the wheel well, and then that way, I'll be able to have it tighter and maybe leave some off the other side for storage and throw duffel bags and things like that in there. I think that might be a good option. But the first thing I have to do is get this dirty cover off and figure out how easy or how hard it is to cut foam and go from there. So we measured the 3 foot section. Where the wheel well is 26 inches up. That's the middle part. So if I mark this and carve out like a U, I think that will make this fit in there better. I don't know. We'll find out. Again, I don't know what you cut foam with. So we're gonna try shears and we're gonna try serrated knife. Oh yeah, that's easy. Cut that out, and then it's almost like I want to rip saw. Let's go ahead and try this at 36, because then if we need to, we can still cut it down more. Because theoretically, we could actually just cut that out, fit the whole thing in there. You know, and I can just put duffel bags on top of it. Again, my only issue is it going to fold? Because if it's not going to fold, it's not going to work. So I think we are going to have to come it off some, but I say we just go for this and then use the little storage spots on the side. So, we'll see. Because worst case, we'll just go find something else. I have all this extra foam to do something with maybe, but now this should fit, and let's go see if it does. All right, now obviously I could do better on this wheel well, which would be part of it, but that looks like it works. Now I don't need to take out too much because I need to be able to access this area. I need to be able to access the storage down here. I've got my tools and the charger, but this looks a lot more doable. If I decide to, like I said, I can kind of cut back here and go and have it even tighter. Question is, will it roll up? Because if it will roll up and I can get the seats up, this becomes way more viable. I can have the sheets and the pillows on it right there, roll it up, and have the whole back seat. be kind of undercover, which I think is the idea. You don't want everybody to know you're sleeping in your car. But I also don't want it to be too much trouble so that it's like, if it's a rainy day and I have to get out of the car, you know, we'll figure out a way. This looks like a good option. So now I have to figure out about putting sheets. And I guess, yeah, I'll probably go ahead and cut this out a little bit better. I'm gonna come down about 4 inches from the bottom of there and add. And then, yeah, I don't need the whole space for myself. I can obviously use a duffel bag or some other things next to me because I think it'll be good. Okay, so I'm going to cut it, what did I say, about 4 inches. Like, and go ahead and start adding that little section for that wheel well because I think it'll help even it out. And obviously I could do like a cast or a tighter measurement, but this is really all I need. It doesn't have to be perfect. And like I said, I've got all this extra foam. If I decide to do something with it or pad it or maybe insulation, it's also entirely possible we end up with a van at some point. This is just the beginning of an epic journey. But I don't know. My whole life, I've both wanted to travel and wanted to find a place that felt like home. So not sure which extreme we're going to. But it feels good to know that I feel like I've got a bed set up. And again, if I have to, I can fold it over and just do the partial part. Or cut it off and just use the partial part. I mean, that actually is probably, where's the tape measure? That actually is probably right about what I need. You know, I guess 4 more inches wouldn't be bad. I just have to be able to lay all the way out. I usually sleep on my side anyways, so maybe that is an option if I decide I need a bunch of storage. Or I just get one of those roof rack things, I'm not sure. Now, it's not pretty, but it fits. I can actually make it fit there by just putting the front seats down. But for now, I have a mattress. Now, I'm gonna wash that mattress cover and some other laundry that I have, and I think honestly, this is probably the thing I'm gonna miss the most about being on the road is having my own washer and dryer in unit, because that was a big thing for me. I was like, you know what? I want to prioritize this, and now I'm going to the opposite extreme. Let's hope it works. Well, it's just step 1, but it's a big step 1. Because let me tell you, it's actually pretty comfortable. There's a TV. Well, kind of.